hijack Hawkvision TV.
How did we get to eating bugs, 15 Min cities, and Israel's impunity?
We are in control because basically we are not a political organization, we are an occult organization. We're working behind the scenes to manipulate the way that people think. The war that we are waging is a guerrilla war on the human mind. And we use musical frequencies, the dominant frequency, which I've referred to before, and symbolism and imagery to awaken dormant aspects of the human mind. And what we're waging is a cultural war right now on every front, in music, in literature, utilizing the media against itself. And we're using music because that's the instrument that young people respond to right now. We're doing propaganda directly to awaken the wolf in man. Politics is merely the puppet show of human beings, and we transcend that, but we are interested in the control of human beings for our own purposes. We have no concern for the homeless, particularly. We don't have any concern in helping people. As Adolf Hitler said, we seek to bring about a youth that has closed its heart to pity. All of the humanist values that Judeo-Christianity has encouraged, we want to wipe them out. It's led to democracy, social humanism, the idea of equality. All of this filth has to be wiped out if the human race is going to continue to take the next step in evolution.
In a tragic incident, at least 330 people were killed as Israel launched a wave of airstrikes across Gaza early Tuesday, shattering a fragile ceasefire that had held since January. The attacks, which struck multiple locations, including Gaza City, Deir al-Balah, Khan Yunis, and Rafah, marked the most intense Israeli bombardment since the truce took over. Palestinian health officials reported that many of the dead were children.
originating from ancient Semitic mythology, is depicted as a god associated with child sacrifice. In ancient times, various Canaanite and Semitic cultures were known to worship Moloch. These included peoples inhabiting regions such as present-day Israel, Palestine, and parts of the surrounding areas. In historical texts like the Bible, Moloch symbolizes the depths of human depravity, demanding sacrifices of innocent lives. The worship of Moloch involved offering children as burnt sacrifices, a practice condemned by many ancient cultures. The name Moloch has since become a metaphor for any entity or system that demands destructive sacrifices, whether literal or metaphorical, often for the sake of power, greed, or perpetuation.
It's just so off the wall. I mean, really, very sick country. Very sick country. Very sick.
Nobody has ever analyzed why the German nation that had more Nobel Prize winners and more famous researchers and scientists and was one of the best educated countries in Europe turn on the Jews. Why did these good Germans turn on the Jews, who had more Jews living amongst them than even percentage-wise live in the United States today? Why was that? Because they displayed the same voracious ethnocentrism, power-grabbing, influence-peddling, buying of politicians, dominating of the public airwaves and the public media in Germany and so on, that they display in the United States. And I'm not much of a prophet, but that much I can say based on history, that in the United States, mark my word, you will have Weimar conditions and you'll have solutions to the Weimar conditions. It will be very similar to what happened in Germany. The United States is heading in the same direction. And there's only one difference. In the United States, there are enough guns out in the street and enough lawlessness in the public and a revolutionary spirit that founded that republic. This is not Germany, where the only people that had guns were hunters and soldiers and policemen. The United States is armed to the teeth. They have a spirit of revolution in their blood. Their heroes are people who turned against what they call tyranny and foreign occupiers and so on.